Ο επόμενος ομιλητής είναι ο κύριος Balthas Klain, είναι ηγετικός τέλεχος της εταιρείας Aryzta και CEO της εταιρείας Fornetti. Τον καλώ στο πάνελ. Welcome to Greece, welcome to Athens. Δίνω τη σκητάλη στον κύριο Τζάνο, ο οποίος θα συντονίσει αυτή τη συζήτηση. Καλές εργασίες στο συνεδρίο. Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Να σε ευχαριστήσω με τη σειρά μου, αλλά θα ήθελα να καλέσω στο πάνελ και τον κύριο Σεραφείμ Κόλια, ο οποίος είναι μαζί με τον κύριο Μπάλθα και θα μας βοηθήσει.
Every morning, Europe wakes to a range of high-quality food from Aryzta bakeries, the continent's #1 frozen bakery supplier with a passion for good food. We create the beautiful breads and perfect pastries that greet your customers each morning. We craft the scrumptious, sweet and savoury food that is enjoyed at lunch or dinner, or snacked on throughout the day. All our food ends with happy consumers, but where does it begin? In fact, it all starts with the consumer too. We use a combination of research, trends and market insights to understand what they want and guide our new product development program. Our innovation teams develop hundreds of recipes each year, creating fresh new tastes or refining existing recipes to meet specific customer briefs and consumer desires. This is all part of our commitment to creating long-term partnerships with our customers and developing a portfolio of food to meet your commercial needs. It's then up to our dedicated bakers to produce the high-quality breads, sweet treats and savoury snacks in our state-of-the-art facilities that stretch across Europe. Aryzta's scale means that we have thousands of bakery items in our range with solutions for every occasion. It means that we can provide a choice of convenience levels and retail packaging options to suit you and other top retailers, food service operators and wholesalers across Europe. Wake up to what Aryzta can do for your business and let your customers benefit from our passion for good food.
Κυρίες και κύριοι, φίλες και φίλοι, κύριε Στεφανίδη, θα ήθελα να σας ευχαριστήσω για την πρόσκληση και την τιμή που μας κάνετε να συμμετάσχουμε στο σημερινό συνέδριο, αλλά και την ευκαιρία που μας δίνετε παρουσιάζοντας τον όμιλο Aryzta και την Aryzta Greece, στην οποία βρίσκομαι ως εμπορικός διευθυντής από την πρώτη μέρα που ξεκίνησε στην Ελλάδα. Η Aryzta Greece, η οποία ανήκει στον όμιλο Aryzta, είναι η μόνη εμπορική εταιρεία στον κόσμο σε σχέση με τις υπόλοιπες θυγατρικές της και σημαντικά μεγάλες παραγωγικές μονάδες του ομίλου. Αποστολή της Aryzta, όπως ακριβώς λέει και το μότο της, το είδαμε στο βίντεο, είναι το πάθος για το καλό φαγητό, το οποίο αποτελεί και φιλοσοφία της για την αδιαπραγμάτευτη ποιοτική παραγωγή μιας απίστευτης τεράστιας γκάμας αρτοσκευασμάτων, γλυκών και σφολιατοειδών, η οποία μπορεί να καλύψει κάθε ανάγκη των πελατών της Aryzta και των καταναλωτών τους. Σε αυτό το σημείο όμως, μια και βρίσκεται ανάμεσά μας, αλλιώς θα το έλεγα αρχηγού παρόντος πας αρχή παυσάτο, θα ήθελα να προσκαλέσω τον κύριο Balthas Klain, μέλος της Aryzta AG Bakeries, αλλά και CEO της Fornetti, ενός από τα μεγαλύτερα εργοστάσια που ανήκουν στην οικογένεια της Aryzta, για να σας παρουσιάσει μέσα από την πολύχρονη πείρα του τον όμιλο Aryzta, αλλά και ταυτόχρονα γιατί αποφάσισε τελικά μια πολυεθνική εταιρεία τέτοιου μεγέθους, καθώς ο τζίρος της αγγίζει τα 4 δισεκατομμύρια, να έρθει στην Ελλάδα σε μια περίοδο κρίσης. Ευχαριστώ.
Kalimeras. Apologize, I don't speak so good Greek, so I keep English. Apologize, hopefully next year when I can come back, I try to speak a little bit more Greek, yeah? So thank you very much for having me today here. Basically, it's hard to, in 5 to 7 minutes, to explain about Aryzta, what's Aryzta, where we are coming from, and basically why we are moving into this market here. So I try to be fast, 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm happy to catch up later with everyone here if you want to more be in detail. So quickly, what I want to give you an overview is about who is Aryzta, what's the Fornetti group, what's Aryzta Greece, and to be fair, we are talking about the crisis, but for me the question is, where is the crisis in our sector? So in a nutshell, Aryzta is a global frozen food company specialist. We are spread around the world. We have facilities in America and in Canada. We are in Southern Africa. We are in Europe, and we are even in Asia. The business is, to be fair, and grown acquisition business in the last years. So we have never been a company which was going into new markets by establishing a new entity. Normally we are buying companies which are already in the market. So family, entrepreneur-driven companies which get to a certain size and then they are calling into Aryzta because they want to be part of a bigger family. I'm working in the Aryzta European sector, so I'm an executive director for Aryzta Europe, and since this year I'm responsible for the Fornetti group, which was an acquisition we've done in the year 2015. We've seen the video, so I don't go too much in detail. What's for me important to tell you is we are the #1 frozen bakery supplier in Europe. We have an annual turnover of 1.6 billion euro. We have 22 bakeries in 10 countries. We have more than 70 production lines, more than 600 core bakery items you can choose, but we are much more able to be bigger. So in total we can produce over 5,000 products, but let's always try to find a balance between complexity and core. We have 4 innovation centers, which is very important for us, and only in our production areas we are having over 5,000 team members. So I'm only talking about the Aryzta bakery production sector and not about the Aryzta food solution sector, which is the distribution area. Basically, what's the success of Aryzta and what is our aim? We are dependent on our consumer, and our consumer is the retailer. We are in not so many areas we don't have our own shops, so just a limited. So basically, we need to help you to grow your business, then we are successful. And this is what we can do very good. That's the difference. So what can we offer to you? Basically, we can give you a market insights from across the world. So yes, it's building up on Nielsen data, but for us it's much more important that we have the feedback from our customers around the world. And this gives us great insight. Out of these insights, we are starting to build up the innovation. So, for example, in Hungary, we have a small innovation center where every month we are developing over 40 products to be always on trend on the market. The aim is, for example, we had the butter increase of the price massively. So the question is, you can come back now to your customer and say, I need to increase the prices because butter is increasing. Or you can try to find an innovation, how can we reduce the impact? So having less butter, maybe margarine, butter plant, to reduce the impact. That's our aim. A range, what I already touched, of over 5,000 products worldwide. So we are delivering, for example, McDonald's, we are delivering Starbucks, but we are delivering the small little shop in the corner with a special Berliner. Yeah? So we can offer you everything. And for the solutions, I will touch later a little bit more in detail what's interesting for you. So you see over 5,000 products which we are producing, and additional we are able to do our big sourcing departments to even source around the world from other companies even more products, so we can lift this up. At the end, if you need any product in the frozen bakery food sector, you can get it from Aryzta. As I quickly touched, Aryzta is an acquisition-grown company with a lot of different brands. So there is not the Aryzta brand. In each market we are operating with different brands. And some of the brands are only known by retailers. The recent acquisition was Fornetti in Hungary, and it was the first time in Aryzta that we established a company by our own. So Aryzta Greece is something unique in our company history. As I said, normally we bought in Switzerland the company Hiestand, in France we bought Coup de Pat, in Germany we bought the company Klain in Czech Linia, and now we moved into Greece with our first own establishment, which was, to be fair, challenging. So, what are we offering? Basically, when we split the market into the shopper occasions and as well into the channels, we are splitting the market in the way that we are having retail, concept, franchise, and specialty food distribution. Specialty food distribution for us is the HoReCa model, so hotels, restaurants, catering, where you need to have a strong DSD model. The franchise is something very new for us, so we acquired the Fornetti company. I'll show you a little bit later in detail. Fornetti is specialized business for a franchise model across Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, with a strong opportunity to move into Greece. Our concept business is that we are having a so-called in-store bakery model in a retailer, helping to bake every day freshly products, moving the retailer or even the C-store into a business model that he's known as the local baker corner in the area. And a big part of our business today is the delivery of the discounter, hypermarkets, supermarkets with the retail business, which is a total private label business. Giving the time, I don't touch that too long because I already discussed it, but basically the difference is really in retail, it's all about for us lean manufacturing, what we can do very good, high-speed lines, high output. It's all about utilization of the lines. What we need to win there is basically having a great procurement team, which is focused on having always the best raw materials for the best price in place. If I go to the end of the chain, if I go into the franchise system, there we need much more offer a partnership to our customers, where we train our people there how to bake. We deliver ovens, furniture. So it's a much closer work together with the team. So if I would see the complexity, retail is challenging in terms of price, but it's more or less one-off orders for big orders, and then we're going into the franchise where we day-to-day working with our customers together, make them more successful at the end, then we are successful. Touching Fornetti, Fornetti is a company which made last year 100 million euro revenue. We are having 4 plants in Hungary, Romania, and Bulgaria. We have 9 different product ranges and over 200 different products. And what's very unique is really the Fornetti, I would say, bake-off model with the branded business in franchise and in in-store bakery. We believe that we are very close to Greece so that we can support the market perfectly out of this company. So what are we doing? What's the difference between retail and, I would say, the in-store, the concept business and the franchise? How can we support you the best? We are supporting you with products. We are supporting you with the right bake-off technology. We're making market trends, analysis and opportunities around the world together. We are able to do all the assessments for the shop fittings by our own. We are making the in-store design. We have a strong sales team support. And what we don't have today in Greece and what we need to work on in next years is a strong logistic, because basically without the logistics, we are not able to deliver proper. So we are happy that we found very good distributors so far, and we will start to work on it. Well, why did we move here? It was basically, I know that data is very important, and we had a discussion, Nielsen showed all of this data, but I personally believe data are in a way good, but you need to feel it in your stomach if you want to go or not. You need to have the confidence, and confidence, data can underlie, but confidence just comes when you are in the market and you see it. So I learned from a commercial director in Aryzta. He said, look, Balthas, you can give me a lot of data, but I can stand in the corner of the street for maybe 1.5 hours, and then I know if this is a good location for us or no, because he's just feeding that. And we had the feeling that we are now at the right time, at the right place, with a very strong management team. We are very proud with Serafim, Katharina, and Yanis that they can deliver for us here a future growth. A part of the decision was that the restrictions in terms of industrial bakery in the retail sector was going down, so which was helping us in making more easy to move into the market. So what we've done in terms of analysis, and it was really basically for me a 3 days decision to do it or not, and was based, okay, how can we start? We don't want to invest so much money. It's about a small office, having a car, laptop, phone, and someone who's connected and run around, and we start to walk into the HoReCa channel. Why HoReCa? Because basically we have seen from the data that tourists are growing more and more in Greece. Yes, as a matter of fact, the regions around in Turkey, Egypt are getting more and more instable. So for us, this is a massive, big opportunity in the first wave, without building so much assets, to see are our products fitting to the market. Are they fitting for the, I would say, the international consumer who is in the hotels for the tourist season, but as well, are we able to deliver the market here in Athens with the local people? Because food is very local, and what I learned, the Greek people have a very strong passion for food, what we are having as well, but you need to find the right products. So this was the primary assumption, and then we just said, let's go. I had a quick look in terms of the general consumption about the whole region, so who's consuming how many products, and basically what we see in Greece is above the EU trend in terms of bread consumption, which fits perfectly to us. And basically Cyprus is a little bit part how we manage out from Greece, so both countries together were then a perfect database. As I said, that yes, there are data important, but you need to make a stomach decision. For me, this was a nice underlying help to go into this market, because what we see is that the market is growing in Greece basically in dollars, but as well in million kilograms sold, in bread, but as well in pastry goods and cakes, which are both channels what we want to deliver. And finally, I believe totally that there are 3 different business channels in Greece where we have a significant opportunity. It's retail, in-store bakery, and franchise. Retail, you need to have someone local who has the local connections. We can't manage that out of a headquarter in Berlin, or this doesn't work. You need local connections, people who are speaking the language. Then we have seen that the business model, which could be close to the Fornetti in-store bakery model, would be a perfect fit into the small C-stores in the region here. So there are a lot of little shops at the corner who could take over a little bit being the craftsman's baker for the area. And as the final step, franchise, I totally believe in that with the Fornetti franchise model, we have the right model, which can enable a lot of people to become their own entrepreneur. It's a brilliant model because there's not that big invest needed compared to other big franchise concepts like Starbucks or whatever. So the success of the model is we want always to give the people with less money the opportunity to become entrepreneurs. So we believe that there are a lot of good entrepreneurs in this country who could jump into the model. However, what we need for that is a strong base in terms of salespeople, distribution, what we are not having today. So we need to build it up, probably the best with a master franchisee who already has the network and knows where to do the shopping, because I'm not the one who can make a decision, is this the right location, yes or not. For this we need local knowledge. As a summary, and I tried to be in the 5 or 7 minutes, why? So what we are totally seeing is that the underlying food market microeconomics show stability and a long-term positive growth, which is very good for us. We see that in HoReCa and all the international and local retailers, we can offer with Aryzta multiple points of sustainable growth. Number 3, we learned without any local presence in the market, you are not successful. So therefore, we are very confident with our team. We have the right links, and then we can go ahead. And as a last, I think the most important point for me is it's to be at the right time in the market to grow in a new industrial bakery sector. And basically, what I learned in being in 10 months here in Greece, in and out, the most important thing, this country has so much passion for food, which is for us brilliant. So if you compare with other markets, going to Germany, where people are really trying to focus, how much can I reduce there and for food? In Greece, people have understand that food is living. And that's why we are very happy to be here and grow this country with you all together. Thank you very much. I hope it was fast enough. And of course, if anyone has questions later, I'm the whole day here about Aryzta. If you want to have more info in detail, Fornetti or Aryzta Greece. Efra, sorry, Efra is so.
Εμείς στην πρώτη ενότητα, κύριε Τουκάκη, παρουσιάσαμε μια εταιρεία, την Aryzta, η οποία ήρθε ένας κολοσσός, ήρθε στην Ελλάδα. Κάποια πράγματα λέγονται μέσω, τα πιο σοβαρά πράγματα λέγονται μέσω αστείου. Έχω δίπλα μου λοιπόν τον director, ο οποίος ζει στην Ελβετία, και όταν του λέω, κύριε Balthas, πρέπει να κάνουμε αυτό, μου λέει πόσες υπογραφές είναι αυτό. Δηλαδή το περιβάλλον στην Ελλάδα είναι απίστευτα εχθρικό. Δεν ξέρω αν θέλετε να ακούσετε τη γνώμη του. Έχει αποθαρρυνθεί, λέει ότι δεν είναι friendly, λέει, το περιβάλλον στην Ελλάδα για τις ελληνικές επιχειρήσεις. Και αν δεν ήταν φίλος με Έλληνες, γιατί έχει μεγαλώσει ήδη πουλά σε Έλληνες, πραγματικά θα είχε πάρει τα μπογαλάκια του και θα είχε φύγει. Αυτό ήθελα να αναφέρω. Πόσο ωραία τα κάνουμε τα πράγματα εμείς και τα συνηθίζουμε απλά να τα ακούμε. Εγώ το ζω καθημερινά.
Πιο ευγενικό να τον ακούσει.
Okay, so I think it's interesting. I had the pleasure to work in several countries within the company, and for example, when I was in Singapore, it took, I think, 2 days to set up a full entity, which is very fast because it's a small government. In Greece, I experienced that it takes all a little bit longer. With the government, there are a lot of signatures, what you need to do, apostilles, back and forward. So as an investor, I would say, yes, sometimes it's slow. But on the other side, I understand that everything needs to be controlled properly. Yeah, so there is a reason as well for it. But as a general feeling, yes, I think that we are having here in the country sometimes, in some areas, a little bit too much bureaucracy. Yeah, and it would help if we could accelerate that a little bit. But in general, the passion from the people and that they want to support you is outstanding. So in other countries, I made the experience everything is needs to be in the frame, and if it's outside of the frame, it doesn't work. And in Greece, you always find a solution. So that's the positive thing. So there are pros and cons. This was my experience. So a little bit faster would help sometimes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Even you were very polite about Greek bureaucracy. Okay. Νομίζω ότι κάπου εδώ ολοκληρώθηκε το...
Να απαντήσω με μια στιγμή. Εγώ δεν εύχομαι στο φίλο μας τον Ξένο, ούτε και σε κανένα από εσάς να μπλέξετε με την ΑΑΔΕ, Ανεξάρτητη Αρχή Δημοσίων Εσόδων, διοικητής Γιώργος Πιτσιλής. Σας εύχομαι να μην μπλέξετε ποτέ. Επίσης με τα ΣΔΟΕ τα ελληνικά. Αυτό όμως σας εύχομαι να μην μπλέξετε, διότι άμα μπλέξετε θα αλλάξετε και χώρα κατευθείαν. Εγώ έχω να πω το εξής, παρόλο που είμαι επαγγελματίας, στην κεντρική διοίκηση του Οικονομικού Πληκτηρίου, σε 500 μεριές, Γενικός Γραμματέας στο Υπουργείο Οικονομικών, βουλευτής στα θέματα του Υπουργείου Οικονομικών, ότι αυτή τη στιγμή, εάν είχα την έμπνευση και περίμενα το ερώτημα, θα σας έφερνα 5 καροτσάκια εδώ από σούπερ μάρκετ. Ένα θα ήταν γεμάτο από κώδικα βιβλίων και στοιχείων, καροτσάκι, ένα εισόδημα, ένα ΦΠΑ και ένα χαρτόσημα, παρακρατούμενους φόρους και τα υπόλοιπα. Όλοι αυτοί οι νόμοι, σας έχω εδώ το βελγικό φορολογικό νομοσχέδιο, είναι αυτό εδώ, ο Βέλγος έχει αυτό το βιβλιαράκι που είναι 61 σελίδες. Εάν καταφέρομαι να έχουμε ποτέ Υπουργείο Οικονομικών που να μας έχει φορολογικό νομοσχέδιο έστω 100 σελίδες, θα πετύχουμε και εσείς σαν επιχειρηματίες και εμείς σαν φοροτέχνες. Διαφορετικά θα βασανιζόμαστε και θα πηγαίνουμε από το χειρότερο στο χειρότερο. Ευχαριστώ.